But let's move on now to the big story rocking the world right now. It's the news out of Britain. Britain, home of the Queen, cricket, and the world's worst weaves. Last week in a referendum, British people voted to leave the European Union, which you're probably aware of because all your friends on Facebook are suddenly experts on British politics. Yeah, even though the last British event they commented on was the series finale of Downton Abbey. But whatever. Now, for those of you who don't pretend to know what's going on, most European countries belong to the European Union, right? It's a partnership that lets them trade freely with each other and allows citizens to live and work in each other's countries. The EU is basically friends with benefits. But instead of bodily fluids, they're exchanging goods and services. That's what's happening. Now, the thing is, in the last few years, more and more British people have gotten fed up with the EU, especially because it doesn't let Britain control its own immigration policy. So Thursday, 52% of them voted to leave the EU. What they didn't realize was they were also voting for money to leave the UK.
It would be hard to overestimate both the shock and the consequences of this vote.
It has sent the markets into chaos across the globe.
The pound has fallen to its lowest level against the dollar since 1985.
Yeah! Serves you right. Yeah, because nationalists are always insisting on chasing people out of their country, forgetting that you're also chasing the foreigner cash out with them. I'll tell you what we don't need in this country, a lot of bloody foreigners coming in and making things worse. Get out of here, you bloody foreigners. Go on. Go. Oh, wait, where's the money going? Where's the money going? Where's the money? Oh, I didn't know your money spoke Portuguese. Come back, come back, come back. Look, now this is really a confusing situation. Some believe that the UK is headed for disaster. Some believe the economy will stabilize over time. And some don't even know what the hell they were voting for.
The second most Googled term inside the UK is, what is the European Union?
Adam, you voted to leave. What are you thinking right now?
I didn't think that was going to happen. My vote, I didn't think was going to matter too much because I thought we were just going to remain.
I voted out. I don't really think that we should have, really.
So maybe you're regretting your vote now this morning?
Yeah.
The whole family this morning, even though majority of us voted to leave, we are actually regretting it today. I wish we had the opportunity to vote again, simply because I would do so many things differently.
Yeah, I didn't realise that it was a real vote. I just thought we were testing if the pens worked, yeah. I didn't even know that votes counted, yeah. Wait, if voting is real, then why do we have a queen anyways, yeah? Yeah, and why does Sheila get to live in a nice house? You know what? I say we vote on whether or not we have a queen. Come on, everybody, our votes count. Yeah! You know what? I don't blame British people for not understanding what they were voting for, because this is something that has perplexed me for a long time. I mean, they called this whole thing Brexit. Who the hell came up with that name? Brexit. Brexit does not sound like a decision to sever economic ties that would have a lasting geopolitical consequence. Brexit sounds like what a hipster names their second-born son. That's what Brexit is. This is Max, and this is Brexit. Brexit's the one with the beard. Yeah, yeah. Like, Brexit sounds like brunch for people on the go. Should we have brunch? I only have 20 minutes. Let's do Brexit. That's what it sounds like. People, can we agree on something in society? If we have an important issue, let's give it an important-sounding name. For instance, back in the day, when Lincoln made the case for the abolition of slavery, I'm not sure he would have had the same outcome if he was like, so you guys down for Slexit? Yeah? 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 You gotta make it sound important. And what's really scary here is that there were some people who knew exactly what they were voting for. And they didn't necessarily want Britain to leave the EU, but they just felt that the vote was the only way that they could express their frustration.
What you just heard was a protest vote, and there were a lot of those people, you know, who were fed up with the elites telling them what to do.
Robert says he was trying to get politicians to listen when he voted leave.
They come around scrounging for your vote, and then they get down at London and forget the rest.
Exactly. Yeah. Just think about what that man said for a minute. And see if it doesn't change your perspective. Think about it. I'm sorry, I realize some of you might not have understood his accent. Can we play that again with subtitles, please?
Robert says he was trying to get politicians to listen when he voted leave.
They come around scrounging for your vote, and then they get down at London and forget the rest.
I know because of his accent, this situation seems really funny. But this guy voted purposely to shock the system because he was angry. Either that or the fish is on sale. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with the former. And that man's sentiment is not unique to the UK. There are many people all over the world, including the US, who feel disenfranchised, they feel ignored, and they're willing to vote for something completely crazy because they think it'll be better than what they have. So, Britain, I need to ask you a favor. If you are going to collapse into a sconeless, post-apocalyptic hellscape, please could you do it before America's election day? Just so that the people here can learn from your mistakes. Hey there, thanks for watching. If you like that video, click here to subscribe. Just keep the mouse pointer away from my face, please. Don't, here, click here to, not my face, click here, please. Please, that looks, don't do that, that's sharp, click here to subscribe.